horse for like 2 weeks and I've already bought another car. This time I got an 8.6, but this isn't any regular 8.6. This is a 1986 Nissan 200SX Turbo. This is the 1.8 liter CA18 ET, and it's got like 120 horsepower stock, but it's non-intercooled, so just once you intercool it, that adds you like, I think, 20 horsepower, something crazy like that. This thing looks a lot like an 86 Corolla, which is one of my favorite cars, but these brand new were a lot more expensive and they were a lot faster. It's got a fully independent rear end, which only came on the turbo models from what I understand. It's got the spoiler, the 6-pack taillights, which are worth like 400 bucks. It's got all the original badging, even though it's kind of missing, so I'm going to get new decals made. I'll show you the interior real quick. It's pretty crazy looking. This thing's kind of trashed right now. It's a little dingy, but it's 30 years old, so I can't complain too much. It's got the turbo interior, the analog gauges. There's a little boost gauge right there if you can see it. Like I said, it's a 5-speed. It's got all the crazy warning lights over on the passenger side of the dash. It's got the turbo things in the seats. The interior needs work, and it needs cleaned up. That's not rust or anything, that's just grease everywhere. This thing apparently sat inside for like a decade or something. It's got less miles than my Lancer. It's got less rust. So basically what I'm going to do is restore this thing back to stock appearance on the outside, except I'll get some aftermarket rims. And then I'm going to go with a GTR R32 T28 turbo because that's a direct bolt-on. And I've got a SR20 DET O2 housing and downpipe that I've got on the way that I'm going to modify, because the stock exhaust, like I said, on this thing is just pathetic. You can't even hear it running. But this is going to make a great little project. I'm going to get rid of the stock airbox here and put a cone filter in, and I'm going to get silicone piping and run either a DSM side mount down there somewhere, or I'll just get a front mount and mount it in right in there somewhere. I think it'd be cool if it kind of hung down or something. That'd be awesome. I've seen a lot of people do that. And I'm going to take the valve cover off and change the gaskets because it's leaking. I'm going to paint it black and paint the turbo red like it was from the factory. And just once this thing's cleaned up, like a lot of this, it looks nasty under here and like old, but this will all just wipe right off. I took a baby wipe to some of this, and it looks like brand new paint under that. It's crazy. But I'm going to leave it CA18. I'm not going to do the SR20 DET swap because I think it's cool to have a car built up with the stock power plant, so that's what I plan on doing. It's got the aftermarket headlights that you can put HIDs in and LEDs and stuff, so that's cool. I love the flip-up headlights and all that. I might do like a RSX body conversion and get the turbo hood, but I haven't decided yet. It's got the sunroof. This car, when it was new, was optioned. This is more highly optioned than any 200SX that I've personally seen. And it's just crazy to find one in this condition. It might look a little dingy now, but most of these you're going to find won't have the stock engine, or they won't be turbo, or they'll be automatic, or the whole side will be rusted off, or like, I mean, these things just don't exist in this kind of condition anymore. And this will look awesome next to the 87 Turbo Buicks, because this was the import that kind of tried to rival them, even though this was nothing compared to a Turbo Buick. Back in the day, it was still kind of the Nissan answer to those, that and the 300ZX Turbo. But yeah, I'm super excited about this thing. The only piece of the original body kit that's missing is the one right inside of the wheel well here, and I guess that one is, they're not reproduced, but the ones for the rear wheel well for some reason seem to be more common. The hatch works great and stuff. It's got all the original stuff in it. Like my 98 DSM, just like a Mitsubishi, just pull on that, but my 98 DSM, the GST, it's missing a bunch of, it's missing this piece, the hatch cover thing, the privacy thing. The shocks are good on the hatch, which is insane, because I think they're original. No, I guess they're not original, but this is still here, which is cool. It's got the original headlights in there. Everything came with it. That speaker cover's there, I'm going to fix that. And this is a sunroof cover. And this thing has never been reproduced, and like no one has these. So I think it's cool that mine had that. So I guess these are like freaking gold. So I'm going to make sure I keep that real safe. It's got like a tray in here for storing stuff. There's like a shitload of trunk space in this thing. And I always like the looks of the 86 Corolla, but I know that unless you do a silver top swap and put all kind of money into it, it's not going to really be fast. And this thing isn't a rocket, but I'd say it's just about as quick as my 98 GST was stock, being an automatic. So this thing, it definitely has potential. I'm not going to drift it or anything because I don't want to ruin it, but this is going to be a badass build. I can't wait. Sorry I've been kind of talking out my ass a bunch here. I'm just real excited about this thing. I'll go ahead and cut the video off here. I'll show it real quick with the headlights down so you can see how much it really looks like a 86 Corolla. Oh, there's a computer lady in here that talks to me. That's kind of annoying. Let's see if I can get it to do that. Anyways, that lady says all kind of shit. Basically, she'll be like, oh, fuel is low, do the dishes. Like anything that's going on with the car, it'll bitch at you for. So that's kind of annoying. But I don't know whether I like the looks of this thing better with the headlights down or up. This is just a beautiful car. I love the lines of this. So here pretty soon I'm going to clean this up and get an intercooler on it and a HKS super sequential blow-off valve, and I'm going to quit talking because I'm way too excited about this. And I'll post another video soon. Thanks for watching.